I love the bells, the sound of bells, plus it resets the energy. I am Sharon at Tarosphere 25.
I'm Bethany with Pollen and Stardust.
Welcome back. Please give us a thumbs up and subscribe. It really is going to help us grow. We have so much coming your way, so many things planned. We're really trying to get this channel off and running. So help us. Why not? We're fun. Okay, so today we are going to be focusing on the whole circle of Epstein.
Yeah, so if I can just jump in.
Yeah, no, go right ahead.
So we're going to start with the Epstein Files Transparency Act and then make our way through Jeffrey, Ghislaine, Mark Epstein, the brother, and Trump, because the Epstein, I'll just jump in. The Epstein Files Transparency Act was signed into law on November 19th last year, 2025. It was signed, the time I found was 8:20 p.m. and I got that off of there was a screenshot of his Truth Social post where he says, I have just signed the Epstein Files Transparency Act. So I have 8:20 p.m. If anyone out there has a better time or thinks I'm off, please let me know. But I think I'm right about this. So what's interesting is we have on that date, we are maybe an hour or two from a new moon in Scorpio, and we're at a Mercury retrograde in Scorpio.
We're an hour or two from it, and is this good news?
So, yeah. So the Files Act was signed while Mercury was in retrograde, and I think that's really interesting because when Mercury retrogrades, we talk about going back to finish what we've started. It can also be about finishing unfinished things, and it can be about releasing information that's hidden.
May I interject a question?
Course.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I used to think Mercury in retrograde was like it happened like once a year. It's like 3 times a year, isn't it?
It sure is.
So no wonder we get that much rest. Like, we should be having parties every time it's out.
Do you want to have a party tonight?
Is it tonight?
It goes retrograde tonight. If you're in Denver, it's around 11 p.m.
Maybe I'll get some wine and make a cake. Okay. I'll FaceTime.
That sounds fun. So Mercury, so this was the most recent Mercury retrograde. And it's at a new moon in Scorpio. We are coming up on a new moon lunar eclipse. Sorry, I said that completely wrong. A full moon lunar eclipse in the sign of Virgo, which is in less than a week. I think it's Tuesday. It's the 3rd.
Okay.
I think it's Tuesday. Yeah. Tuesday or Wednesday. So there's some interesting things happening. So the Epstein Files is there's a recurrence of that pattern, right? Because we have a lunar cycle that's close to completion. We also have a lunar cycle that's close to completion coming up, and we have a first Mercury retrograde.
Okay.
So there's but wait, there's more. We also have a grand water trine between Saturn, Jupiter, Neptune, and then Mercury and the Sun. So all of these planets are forming sort of a giant triangle in the sky. And a lot of people, when you're new to astrology, you think, oh, trines are good.
Why am I feeling so tense right now?
It's okay. Trines are free-flowing energy. A lot of times that is good. But when we have like these planetary heavyweights, it's a lot more complex. Okay. So things are, and then Uranus is opposite the whole deal. So surprises are an element of it. It's okay. I think because we are having kind of a recurrence transit related to this next week, I think there's more in the files coming out. We just heard yesterday or today that the DOJ chose to withhold certain accusations against Felon 45. And that is a violation of this law. So will there be repercussions? Probably not. That's not what happens to these people. So do you want to move on to Jeffrey?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll follow you. Yeah.
Okay.
That was fascinating, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Okay.
I've tried to learn astrology for so many years. I cannot do it. So I try to really take in Bethany's language because it is like learning another language.
It is a language.
And I just can't get there. I'm trying. There are some things that are starting to stick. However, I am far from getting it. So
one of the more significant aspects in Jeffrey's chart is he has a Mars-Venus conjunction in Pisces. They are very close, less than a degree apart. Yeah, maybe half a degree. That's nothing. At the time the Epstein Files Transparency Act was signed, the North Node was on his Mars-Venus conjunction. The North Node is a point of amplification.
okay.
I think for Jeffrey, this Mars-Venus conjunction this is where his perversion, if I can use that word, comes from. I think it's kind of a mild word, where his sense of entitlement and predation, sense of predation. I think that's where this comes from. So the North Node on it magnifies, it illuminates, it aggrandizes. So it's going to show the extent of his predation on children, I think. Or that's certainly the intent. And I think something to keep in mind, your natal chart lives on after you. Your natal chart, after you pass, anyone's natal chart still gets transits, and it doesn't affect your life, but it can affect how the world sees you.
It's like the Akashic records. They're just always there.
Yeah.
Everything.
I don't know much about those, but that makes sense.
They're fascinating.
Okay. He also, Jeffrey still has Pluto on his sun because
it continues.
Because it continues.
I never thought of astrology in this way before. Now this opens up my world here.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this is going to make lighting up the lights much more interesting.
Yes, and give me just a moment because Saturn is going to roll over his sun later this year. Sorry, not his sun, his moon.
Which means?
So that would be, if you're living, that's pretty oppressive. Saturn is structure, limitations, boundaries, rigidity. Your moon is kind of your emotional center. So I think it would bring more against him. Like if there's any room for that.
Actual gates closing in on this whole mess.
April 14th. That's not even that far away.
No.
April 14th. Yeah. So Jeffrey Epstein is not leaving the news is what I'm trying to say. His natal chart is taking some really heavy transits. I don't think it's going anywhere. Okay. Did you want to ask the lights anything?
No, we'll wait till you're all.
Oh, okay. Well, no, you should.
You want me to ask the lights in between?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
we can do that.
That gives me an opportunity to sip on water. So,
all right, let me move my cup out of the way here. All right, so I'm just going to bring up the lights. We have talked to him before, and I'll tell you what, the energy in this place, it took me a long time to get him out of here. Not get him out of here, but just the residue. Ugh, it was nappy. It was nasty. Ugh. All right. What do we want to ask the lights? Do we want to ask if he was actually murdered, or if he's actually in Israel, or if he's...
let's do that.
Was suicide. Okay. All right. Let's see. Are you here? Yes. Thank you. Can you say hi to Bethany, please? Thank you. Okay. So, lights, please tell me, was Jeffrey Epstein, did he actually commit suicide in his jail cell? No.
Is he still alive?
Well, it's fine. Okay, let's do that one. Is Jeffrey Epstein still alive? No.
Okay.
Was Jeffrey Epstein murdered in his jail cell? He was murdered.
Okay.
I was going to bring that up because I was convinced that was him in Israel because of the bodyguard. But there are stamps on those photos that show it was AI.
Oh, okay. Okay. I thought it was too convenient.
I thought it was absolutely genius, and because some dude found something in the Epstein files where he was in his jail cell, and he had written all this like secretive language and pictures of this and that and how he was going to make his break. And so I thought it could be real.
Okay.
But is real. No. And I just put that together. That was fascinating, right?
Okay. So talking about Ghislaine Maxwell, she has... Breathe, Sharon.
Something I just found out. We're going to tell you guys because I need validation on this. Okay.
Okay. Her part of fortune, which is not a planet, it's not an asteroid, it is a mathematical point.
Okay.
Which is calculated from your time of birth. Her part of fortune is it's at 0 degrees of Aquarius. So one, it is conjunct, what's his name? Jeffrey's sun. Part of fortune is where you get money. Some people try and drag karma into it. I think it relates purely to cash flow. So and I think the facts show that Jeffrey was her benefactor. Like, she was able to attach herself to him, and recruit teenagers and children.
But she had to have been just disgusting.
Oh yeah, no, I don't think she's
to be able to have done what she did.
She has Gemini rising. She has her moon in Leo in the 3rd house. She would have, this makes for a very charismatic person. Somebody who's able to spend a little time with you, make you feel very special.
Trusted.
And ingratiate herself and earn someone's trust. And if that person is a child who doesn't have a ton of experience with the world and predators, it's going to be all the more easier. But I think she probably also had this skill with adults.
She did.
Yeah, definitely. So Pluto is rolling over her part of fortune, which, that makes sense too, because she's in prison and what money can you have in prison? Like, you can have a job and you can make, a couple dollars a day?
Yeah,
at the very most.
She gets to have a puppy.
Does she? No, is that true?
She has a puppy, and she also has her food made for her. I know, it's disgusting.
Okay.
So she's actually quite rich for where she's at, because she belongs in like Sing Sing. What was that prison? Sing Sing or Alcatraz or the horrible places. Okay. That's where she belongs.
So I actually think the Venus retrograde that's coming up this year in October is going to do more against Ghislaine. That's going to have more to do with her.
Okay.
We're not there yet.
When is that?
It starts in October. Do you need me to find out?
No.
Okay.
No, we've got plenty of time to get there.
Yeah.
October.
Okay. And it'll be in her 5th and 6th house. 6th house is not a glamorous place. It's where you pay the rent and you scoop out the litter box. It is the daily grind aspect of life. The things that really have to be done if you're a human. But I don't know that this is not anybody's favorite part. So that's 6th house. 5th house is joy and also children. We're going to find out more about what she did, what her exact actions were, and how disgusting she was this fall. It's coming. Yep.
Well, there's an unfortunate part to this, because I just found out before we started the show that she was born on the exact same day as moi. Same year, same day. We are 8 hours.
About half a world apart.
Just over 8 hours apart. So can you just bring my chart up and just validate me?
Okay.
So that I just can't, this just grosses me out.
You and
I
Ghislaine
am
Maxwell.
so grossed out by this. I mean, there better not be one single thing that is in comparison, because I'm going to have to go see a psychologist if that's the case.
Okay.
But be truthful.
So, yeah, planetary placements are similar. Her moon is at 17 degrees Leo. Your moon is at 22 degrees Leo. Her ascendant is Gemini. Your ascendant is Virgo. So they are both ruled by Mercury, but they're very different. Very different. Gemini is chatty. Gemini hops from subject to subject to subject. It's more ADHD brain.
Okay.
Virgo does deep.
That's me.
Yeah, Virgo analyzes.
I have a soul.
Yes.
Thank you. That's all I needed to know.
Yeah.
I have a soul, okay?
Yeah.
I can feel empathy, and I do every day. All right, so
Okay.
kiss off. Mwah. Ghislaine Maxwell.
yeah.
Fucking kiss off. Out
Okay.
of my realm here.
That is the biggest difference. It also means the Uranus-Pluto conjunction that was happening at that time. It is in everybody's chart. If you were born around then, you have it in your first house. She has it in her fourth house.
Fourth.
Yeah. So it just, your charts are completely different.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Can we... Do you want to ask
Let's
the
ask. Well, I want to ask if she's really in prison.
Okay.
Just like
I think
Epstein.
she is.
I think she is too.
I think the photos are just because prison it ages you.
It does age you. Someone did say she did get her nose broken there, and so her nose is a little different. But there's this one guy who does voice detection.
Okay.
And she has this really off-the-wall lisp with the letter S. And when they're showing that prison interview, it's there completely 100%, no deviation. And he said it's almost impossible to reenact that.
Okay.
So I do believe she's in there.
Okay.
With her puppy. But let's ask, Lights,
Yeah.
are you here? Thank you. And can you tell me, is the real Ghislaine Maxwell in the security facility in Texas? Yes.
Okay.
Was she swapped out of prison and living in France? No.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Should we go on to Mark Epstein?
Yes, now this is the one that fascinates me, because this guy, this is his younger brother, okay?
No, older, right?
Oh, I heard younger.
He was born 1954. What year was Jeffrey born?
I don't know. We'll have to look it up.
Hang on. I will find it.
Okay. You can find it.
Okay, it's going to take just a moment.
I'll tell a few things about him.
Okay.
What fascinates me about this guy is that he is extremely wealthy, but it's extremely mysterious how he acquired his wealth. Is that like, okay, I wonder why that came out.
Okay, Mark is the older.
Okay.
Sorry, no, I'm wrong. Jeffrey is the older brother. Mark is the younger. I'm sorry.
He is younger. Okay. He is a New York real estate broker, and he's also a property developer. He has so much wealth. It's been very quiet how he got his health. He also was the president of Epstein's investment company, and also his other company, J. Epstein Entities. These were major companies of his. So he didn't. Somebody alluded to the fact that he did handle all the accounting and stuff. That is not true. Those were handled by an attorney and an accountant. Indike and Kahn, I believe, are their names. However, if you're the president of a company, I mean, I don't know, does he not know what's going on? Now, this is the question. He acts like he didn't know what's going on. He was interviewed by the FBI after supposed unaliving in jail, Epstein's unaliving. However, they didn't pursue anything. There's nothing. He is not in the Epstein files. Could you really be that blind?
So I actually have an interesting perspective here. Actually, no, we don't have a time of birth for Mark Epstein.
Okay.
So throw out what I was about to say. Yeah, I'm leaning more. Okay, Mark Epstein was born with Mercury and Mars both retrograde. Mercury did that. Mars. Okay. Yeah, if we had a time of birth, I could talk more easily about his siblings.
We could ask the lights.
I can tell you, he's born under... Mark Epstein has some similar features in his chart to Donald Trump. So one, there's a...
Oh, really?
Yeah, full moon lunar eclipse, which Trump has it on the Gemini Sagittarius axis. Mark Epstein has it on the Capricorn Cancer axis. Donald Trump has a tight conjunction between the Sun and Uranus. Mark Epstein has that as well. And a lot of the figures in the Trump administration have Sun-Uranus aspects.
Wow.
Yeah, so you use the lights. I want to keep looking at this.
Okay,
I think he has more of a role to play.
I'm going to use the lights because... Okay. Are you here? Yes. Okay. I want to ask about Mark Epstein, Jeffrey Epstein's younger brother. He was the president of several of Epstein's businesses. Did he know about the trafficking? No.
Really?
He did not know.
Hang on. Were they laundering money through these businesses?
Were they laundering money through the businesses? Yes.
Okay, so that's the shady shit he knows about.
Okay, so that's why the accounting thing came up in my research, even though he wasn't an accountant. And that's why probably entertainment only.
Yes.
He probably got a lot of wealth through that way. And you know what? Epstein was such a sneaky little thing.
Mm-hmm.
He's like a little sneaky troll.
Yeah.
He maybe didn't want anyone in his family to know who he really was. Maybe he really did keep it from him. Mm-hmm. Oh my God. Does Mark believe that his brother Jeffrey was murdered? Yes. Does he believe he committed suicide? No. All right.
Okay.
Is there anything else? Did Mark make his money by being a part of the money laundering of those businesses? Yes.
Okay. Shady financial practices.
But he wasn't in the other part.
Yeah. Okay. And maybe you do that intentionally? If you are Jeffrey Epstein, maybe you do that intentionally to keep things running more smoothly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, he would have had to have blackmailed his own brother if his brother had known. Mm-hmm. Because he had to blackmail anyone and everyone. Right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Wow. That was fascinating.
And so, the last thing we wanted to talk about was Trump and the Files Transparency Act. Let me find his chart.
Did you see... I didn't watch that awful State of the Union.
Yeah, I didn't watch it.
Because, his voice makes me want to go screaming into the night, in terror. Mm-hmm. But there was a shot that I caught of Justice Roberts, that he's the Chief Justice, right?
Yeah.
Well, Felon 45 was like reaming them in a sense. And you should have seen the look on his face. I really believe that this guy is over it. Like, Roberts.
Really?
I think that Felon's gone too far. And this is the guy who's got to take the beat in history for letting it all happen. I think he had a big wake up. You should have seen the disdain in his face. I was like... You could read it.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm going to ask the lights up.
Okay. Okay. So when I put the Epstein Files Transparency Act over Donald's chart, remember I talked about the Grand Water Trine?
Yeah.
Yes. that lights up Donald's 4th, 8th, and 12th houses. The 8th and the 12th have a lot to do with secrets. The 4th does as well because it's the most hidden. It's at the very bottom of your chart. It is the least visible. So this has to do with secrets moving around. Secrets being exposed.
Okay.
Yeah, and
moving around.
Yes, and so that Mercury retrograde happened in the 4th house. We're about to have one occur, like it happens tonight. It starts tonight in his 8th house.
Ooh, okay. What is that?
The 8th house, we've talked about it. It's about
I don't.
so it's okay. Has to do with loss, taxes, sex, death. It's things that are essential to the human experience, but we don't exactly talk about them.
Okay.
Like these are kind of taboo subjects. Sort of like predation on children is not something we talk about, but is unfortunately disturbingly common. Ooh, what is the spread about?
This is about Roberts, the Supreme Court.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh. Okay.
Oh, is that one about a choice? Okay, I'll let you analyze.
Sorry to interrupt. Okay,
No.
so at first there was money. You know, it was all like, oh yeah, you know, like Bush's barbecue. You know, like happy guy talk and, you know, little of this and a little of that, right? Well, then it moved out of control and it moved out really effing fast.
Okay.
Thanks to that whiny little troll. Stephen Miller is the worst. He is the instigator. Here's Trump, felon, can't say his name, felon 45 now, losing it. Like it's all crumbling down around him. The anxiety is completely out of control and out of his hands at this point because all the secrets are coming out and they're coming out to the whole world. So let me just see if I can get a clarification on Roberts himself. I'll just pull 3 just to see what he is kind of feeling. There. Oh my God. He's had it. Oh, and you know what? He wants the women to win on this. You know, he's like woke. He is seeing more about these files.
Okay.
He has waken up. I mean, here's your world card against the devil, and here is the fire in the women with the strength. He woke up.
Okay.
I believe he has waken up. Now, they can prove me wrong. I'm not always right. We all know this. None of us are, but well, you are because it's astrology. But I'm telling you, I saw something in his face that was completely, and this confirms it for me. I love those. They're so pretty. My God.
I think we've covered everything we set out to
get through
cover.
it?
It's not even
Hey.
that long of an episode. We did
No.
great.
Yeah, and you know what? Can you guys put some comments in too? We want to, you know, if you don't like us, we'll listen to it.
Yeah, please leave comments. We can cover
Don't be rude,
more suggestions.
though. Don't be rude, or I'll just like get you out of there, block you.
Yeah, if there's
But-
something you want us to cover, please let us know.
Yeah,
Make a
why does my
suggestion.
hair look uneven.
Your hair
There
looks
it is.
great.
No, it was so uneven. I it was bothering me through the whole thing. Anyway. All right, so we've got some new things coming up. We are trying to get on Patreon. We're working all that out. We're going to have a new project that we are going to be doing, a political project. And so I'll give you a heads up on that on the next episode. Stay in touch and have a great day. Thanks.
Thanks, everybody.
We appreciate you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
See you next time.
Bye.